Hey chess friends, welcome to a new video. This week I was honored to face in an online match the National Champion of Cuba, Carlos Albornoz. He's a good friend, he's very strong and also very talented. So we played this 8 games match where I got 2 victories and I lost 6 games. So that's what this video is about. If you like the idea of analyzing one of the games where I beat the National Champion of Cuba, well, stay there and watch. Before we continue, I would like to mention this channel I found this week. The name of the channel is ChessIQ. It is by this young but strong player, and he's preparing some nice videos in his channel about middle game strategies, pawn structures, calculation. So the link for ChessIQ is going to be down in the description. I suggest you to go there and take a look. Back to our game. I was playing as black and he played king's pawn and I played double king's pawn, and then we got into a real Lopez. That's what I was expecting, but then I played this interesting line I really like, knight e7, just getting out of the main lines and playing some chess, protecting my knight with the knight, so I won't have problems with the center here because there will always be a knight protecting, and then I will develop the bishop over here in almost all the variations. That's the idea with this line. It's pretty easy to play, I think. So c3, then g6, d4, e takes, bishop g7, white castles, d5, e takes, knight takes. All this is a theoretical variation. I mean, there are many masters games with this line. He knew the line at the moment he was playing this game. Of course, I also knew it. So this is okay here. Rook e1, bishop e6, bishop g5, attacking my queen. I have to go up to d6. Then knight c3, and then I castle. We are still in a theoretical position. In this moment, the best move for white is going to be knight e4. But instead of that, he just played a3 here. That's not the best move in this position. The line with knight e4 could be like this: queen b4, bishop takes knight, pawn takes, and then queen c1, protecting b2, but also attacking this double and isolated pawns here. The position is going to be more or less balanced because I have the 2 bishops. Also, white has an isolated pawn here on d4, so it's a more or less balanced mirror game. But that was the best move, or that is the best move in this position, knight e4. In the game, he plays a3, and then I thought, well, I think it's fine to trade here and play knight a5. Notice that I have a good control of these light squares. Also, there is an isolated pawn over here. The queen is attacking, so I really liked this position. And in this moment, Albornoz plays a big mistake. Remember we're in a Blitz game, so blunders are very common here, and my opponent blunders in this moment and he plays knight d2. In this position, it is black to move. Try to find the best move for black. Okay, pause the video if you want. I will say the move right now. As you can see, black has 2 unprotected pieces here after this move, knight d2, so I can take advantage of that and play queen d5. This move is very strong because now I'm getting some material here. White can still play bishop e7, trying to get the rook, trying to get something. I take the bishop and then I take the other bishop. As you can see now, black has 2 bishops for the rook. That's a very good advantage, probably a decisive advantage. But remember, this is a Blitz game, and also remember that as white, there is one of the best players from Cuba, a strong grandmaster. So there will still be a big fight in this game. I knew that, so I tried to stay focused here. He played rook b1, queen f5, queen a4. Queen a4 is preparing some ideas, for example, like rook b5, attacking and attacking. So b6 is very well because now I'm protecting the knight. Also, I'm protecting here, so there won't be problems on this file. So h3, queen d3, creating some interesting threats. Knight goes to f3, c6. If I take here directly, there could be some idea with rook here or rook here, getting on c7, taking the rook to the 7th rank. I did not like that idea too much, so I just played c6. Notice that now everything is protected here in the king side, sorry, in the queen side, so that's probably very well for me. So knight e5, I take the pawn now, rook c1, I have to move my queen to d2, then rook d1, and now the queen goes to g5. There could be some interesting ideas over g2 here, rook c1 from Carlos, and bishop d5 protecting but also attacking over here. In this moment, white plays f3, avoiding checkmate, and then rook d8 improving the rook, queen c2, and knight b3. There is a double attack here to the rook and the pawn. White plays rook d1 and try to find the next move for black. Okay, pause the video if you need. The move I played in this position is this interesting and strong knight takes d4, removing the defender of the knight. Rook takes, and now bishop takes e5. This position is very well for black. I have the two bishops, also I have two pawns, so this is a decisive advantage. In this moment we were under time pressure, like some seconds for both, so it was really important to play fast and accurately. Rook g4 attacking my queen, I had to go to f6, then queen e2, then bishop d4 check, and then h5. Now there is a problem with this rook. Notice that the rook will have to go to g3, and the rook is not going to be fine in that square. Bishop e6 is the move I played. Actually, the best move in this position was queen f4, getting the rook, almost for sure. There's nothing white can do here, but I missed that in the game, unfortunately. f4, c5, protecting my bishop, also advancing my passed pawn in the queen side. Rook f3, bishop f5, rook c1, and in this moment there is another very nice move I played in this position. So pause the video, try to find the best move black can play in this position. Okay, the move I played here is this interesting but strong, one more time, bishop g4. There is a pin here, so I'm getting more material, so white has to take, but the problem is that now this file is going to be open. I cannot check directly because then the rook can block, but I can take first on g4 attacking the rook, and now this threat is also very strong. This position is already lost. Rook e3 trying to block the bishop so the king can go there, but queen h4 and rook e8 is very strong. Queen f2, queen takes, and then after the king takes I will take the rook and then the other rook. So my opponent resigned in this moment. So this is the video I wanted to show you today. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you like this idea of analyzing some of the best games I play during the week, give me some likes, write some comments so I can know it. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and see you in the next.